Good evening. Thanks for joining us. A focused search happening right now in Oshkosh for a missing 6-year-old boy, Justin Madigan, and his father, 40-year-old John Madigan.
Our reporter on the scene capturing this video just minutes ago. This is the Winnebago County dive team now at a retention pond behind the apartment complex in the 1200 block of Cumberland Trail, which is near the home of John Madigan. Oshkosh police saying in the last hour they were bringing in more resources to the area. Police also asking that if you do live in this area and have surveillance cameras, please check them from 8 a.m. and on.
So a missing child alert was sent out, and people may have gotten that notification on their phone. So again, we're just really asking for the public's assistance in locating both of them to make sure that they're okay.
Here they are. Justin is 4 feet tall, weighs roughly 60 pounds. He has brown hair, hazel eyes. John, 5'11", weighs 175 pounds with brown hair and blue eyes. He was last seen wearing a surgical mask and pajama bottoms. They do not know what the boy was wearing. If you have any information, you are asked to contact Oshkosh Police.